Like when we start play fighting, he'll either punch me in the dick or he'll take something that he knows I like and just run around the house with it.
Oh my god.
Like he'll take
What a
my phone.
POS, man.
Or like, but they're like 5. I'm just used to it. And plus, I know
They're 5, but still, like, I'm not gonna lie. If like I was a dude and a kid went for my junk, I might kick him.
I'm not gonna kick him. You
like involuntarily.
I could tell you don't have patience. You would be like, "Oh, my bad," just step on him or something. I'm not gonna punch the kid.
I don't want you to hurt him.
I
just,
learned.
You know,
I learned to guard
hit
myself.
him hard enough that he doesn't do it again.
I just do stuff they hate. Like I'll grab their legs or something, and they can't move. They hate not being able to move. So I'll just pressure them so they can't move, and then they'll be like, "Okay, stop." Like they'll just leave me alone. But they hate that shit.
Oh my god. Just don't be the jerk that like locks them in a closet.
Oh no, that happened to me. I'm not doing that.
I feel like that's happened to every younger sibling known to man.
That just happened to me when I went to my dad's house, and he would have like my stepbrothers would be there, and they would just lock me in there for some fucking reason. I was in there for hours, and then like I'm talking about I was in there for hours, man. I was crying, and then I stopped crying, and then I was just like they would always like they would do that, and then when it's like they know what time he comes home, so they're like, okay, like 30 minutes before this dude walks in the door, they're like, yeah, let's just let him out really quick.
That's so shitty.
Yeah, it sucks.
My brother did that to me.
Damn.
Yeah, my brother used to lock me in the basement, and when I was a kid, I was really afraid of the dark.
Damn. So he would lock it and turn the lights off so you can't see either?
Yeah. And so I couldn't see. And what sucks is like, you know, I'm at the top of the steps and it's dark and I'm like, oh god, do I go down? Do I just sit next to the door?
Wow.
You know, I can't see it all, so I'm like, what do I do?
That's, I mean, I just got stuck in one spot. He locked you down and then you might fall if you, like, slip or something. That's bad.
Yeah, well, I was a shit little sister, and he was a asshole brother, and yeah, now we like each other. We didn't when we were kids. we legit hated each other as children, I think. I'm almost certain, like, one of us might have killed the other one. if push came to shove.
Damn.
Well, so I was the outgoing one. Like, I was the one that went outside, that was like friends with all the neighborhood kids, the tree climbing, like sport playing child, and he was like the overweight dungeon troll. Like, lived in the basement playing video games all day, every day. And so we clashed on just life in general. Like, we were two very different people.
That makes sense.
And then we kind of switched.
So he doesn't play video games anymore, and now you play video games.
Well, no, that's not true. He continues to play video games. So what happened was that when he hit when he hit high school, I started thinking like he was super cool, and he introduced me to video games, and we used to play N64 all the time, and we started to like really become friends because we bonded over manga and video games, like classic video games. And then I don't know, he discovered girls in like 11th grade and dropped all the weight and became like a meathead who still plays video games. And then I became like a professional cosplayer, and so I became the nerd.
Just switched roles completely.
It was pretty funny. Yeah, he was if you've ever been to the mall and you've walked past Hollister, he was the shirtless model buff dude that stands outside the store. That was like his high school job.
What the hell? I've never seen that before. Hollister, like, I don't go in certain stores like Hollister, Aeropostale, all those type of
because
stores.
they're awful. You should never go in those stores.
I don't go in that store.
Yeah, it's awful. I don't know why anyone would. But yeah, so that's what he did. Obviously he went to college and like now does other things. He's a police officer, but it was pretty funny.
I never had a brother. I just had two sisters, and they're like way older than me, so I don't have that much connections with them though. I mean, we don't hate each other. We're just like we're not extremely close or anything.
You just don't really know each other?
Not that well.
Oh.
And one of them.
See, my brother and I were like 4 years apart.
Yeah, somebody else quit. The closest thing I had to like a brother was like my cousin, because he lived with us for like 3 years. We were like 3 years apart. We liked all the same shit. But you fought and stuff like regular brothers would. And he already had like little brothers and older brothers and shit, so that's how he kind of treated me in certain ways. But yeah, like right now he has his own place and shit, but nobody's seen him in a while though. But
make sure he's still alive.
nah, we know he's still alive, but I'm saying like we like the same shit, like sports, video games. Like he's the reason I started going outside a lot more, because well, I actually didn't have a choice, because I never get like really close friends because I move so fucking much. Like it's ridiculous how much I move. But like he's the reason I started going outside a lot more.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but he's not like he didn't criticize people playing video games and shit, but he criticized me. He's the one who thought like, you know how there's people out here that think like anime is weird and fucking all that other shit. Like Of course he liked Dragon Ball Z. That's like anybody, but like the only person he only liked Naruto because of fucking Sasuke, and that's it. He was one of those people like he like Sasuke is their favorite character for some odd reason, but like that's his only reason he did that. That and the video games, but he was not like a huge anime fan. That and for some
my brother was like a huge anime fan. He introduced me to Cowboy Bebop, and that's like when we started to really bond.
Like I think the only thing,
because Cowboy Bebop is awesome.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop is awesome. I figured out all of that stuff when I was like younger though, because when I was like 5, I used to wake up early in the morning and shit, because I would leave my TV on, and I'm like, what is this? And that's how I found Toonami and all those other animes and shit.
Dude, that's what I used to do when I was a little kid. My brother and I used to get up at like 5:30 in the morning to go watch Pokemon, because that was the fucking slot it had when it first came to the US.
5 in the morning? God damn.
It was like at 5:30 in the morning.
I remember watching Inuyasha at like 5.
Yes! Oh my god.
Because I either woke up when it started, or I woke up at the end and was pissed off, but I was also kind of chill because of the outro music. But I would be like, damn, I missed it. Like, that fucking sucks. But that's how I found it. I always saw Pokemon like a morning because of Cartoon Network. That was like their main thing when they started playing.
Yeah.
They played Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Then when the new Beyblade came out, they played the shit out of that in the morning. What else? I think I'm the only person who doesn't like the new Beyblade that much. I like the first season, but I don't like the rest.
I haven't seen the new one.
Like the new one was
I heard
weird.
that they were gonna revamp Digimon, and I was kind of freaked out by it.
Oh, they got some game on Steam for Digimon right now. It like just came out like last couple months ago, but
yeah.
But I don't know how that's gonna work because there's so many shows. Like Pokemon caused so much shit to come out, like it's ridiculous. And emulated, like Bakugan tried to emulate Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh into one thing. It worked for a little bit, but
only a little bit.
Just a little bit, and then they fucked it up. I was like, they always mess it up when it takes too long. Like, it's either like the first 2 seasons of Bakugan were fine until they started making shit like a computer universe, kind of like Zexal. It's like a computer universe now, and this man talks to a ghost. It's not even like he gets advice from a ghost who shit talks him while he's trying to like duel other people. Like, it's fucking terrible. It really sucks.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, like
I'm sorry, this sounds totally.
Because like He just tells him how stupid it is while he's playing these people. Of course, he's not gonna know what to do if he just got into the fucking card game and shit. But like, it's just a ghost shit talking to him while he's getting his ass kicked in games. Like, this might be the only character in Yu-Gi-Oh that doesn't win everything. Cause I know me and my friend were talking about it the other day. We were actually like, I looked in Wikipedia. I did not find a real match where like Yu-Gi lost. Like, I never saw that. Like,
really?
I think the only match I remember him losing was when he dueled Kaiba in the top of the tower or whatever, and he was like, "You don't have enough guts to like knock me off the tower," and of course he didn't. It's Yugi. He's like a nice person. He fucking lost, but he still ended up dueling Pegasus and shit later on. But he never loses crucial things. Like
it's not like Pokemon where they're like, you know, he's gonna lose because the loss is part of his character development to become a better person. That sometimes we all lose.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but I actually liked the rival they made for him. And this is lagging like crazy. But I don't know, whichever one had Paul in it, that was like my favorite. Because Paul, his Paul, a dude with like purple hair. He was like his height. He was like a trainer that like he pushes Pokemon to the limit every battle, and he would kick Ash's ass like every time they fought. It would body them. That was like my favorite like rival out of all of them because he kicked his ass. I don't think he beat him.
From Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, it's Diamond and Pearl. He never figured out how to beat Paul. He even went to his brother and asked for help. That didn't even help because he's better than Paul. So I don't know. Yeah, like that was the only good rival he actually had. Yeah, but like, yeah.
I like the new one. I have to say, I'm fairly happy with XY.
It's X and Y.
I think it's kind of weird because they have essentially two totally different stories going on at the same time.
I haven't even seen this one. I stopped at Diamond. I think I stopped at Black and White. I think that's where I stopped, but I haven't seen X and Y. Right.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because he has like a legit weird he's got a love interest, which is weird. I feel like
it's not Pokemon.
It's strange that that's actually happening.
Because that doesn't happen in Pokemon. He doesn't have love interests.
Right?
Yeah, that like never happened.
And so I feel like it's really strange. But there's two different stories because it follows her story to find out like who she is, and it follows his story to be the best. And it's like, what?
Ash, I mean, if I think about it, isn't Ash kind of a trash trainer since he's been 10 years old for so long and he's still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on? It's been like...
he's 12.
Is he 12 now?
He's gotta be 14 now, god damn it.
I mean, if you count all the real years, he's like 20-something. But if you count Pokemon years, he's probably like 14. Because when did Pokemon come out? 90... I think it was 99, I don't remember. Because...
let's see, Pokemon.
Because if it's 99, then he's like the same age as me, which is not the same age. He's like 28, 27. It's old as hell.
He's not what?
If you count the years, from when he's
90.
10.
The original work. Okay, so that's. I don't think that counts though.
I'm saying if
it kind of does.
I'm saying if you count
Pocket Monsters, when it's back to Pocket Monsters Red and Green, but it turned into Red and Blue, in the U.S.
Are you going by the games?
Are we going by the games or the anime?
I went by the anime because if it's the anime,
97.
Anime is 97. That means I'm 18. That's a year. So he'll be 29 if it went by actual years. Because if he starts off doing this at 10,
than me. That's weird.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't. Wait,
Yeah,
what are you talking about? I was born in 1990, and I'm 26.
I'm counting 10 because that's the age he is at the beginning of the anime, right? He's 10.
Okay.
And
He's 10.
Yeah, and if you count the years, yeah, if you count from that,
right.
he's like 29.
If he was 10 in 97, yes, I get it.
You count like the animes themselves, he's like, yeah, or 30. Whoever just said 30. 30. Oh, it's Bork. It's 30.
Hey, Bork.
What's up, Bork? But yeah, 30.
Yes. This year, Ash is 30?
Yeah. Ridiculous. 30 years old. Won't get a new main.
30 years old.
He won't get a new Pokemon.
Ooh, that is not good.
When you said he's 12 in the anime, that's the slowest amount of years I've ever seen.
Wait, I don't know how old he is in the newest one.
I
feel like he looks so much older. He's visibly aged, and he's gotten taller, and buffer, and so I feel like he's gotta be 14, 15 now. I mean, I could see him as like 16.
But you know they're gonna make him like 12. You already know they're gonna do that.
He just doesn't look like he's 12.
They're gonna make him 12 though. That's what they do in anime all the time. They either shoot up their ages or they drop them for some reason. His character looks 13, but no, he's like 17 or 18 years old. Perfect. I can give a perfect example. Have you ever seen Lucky Star before?
Yes.
That they're all supposed to be like juniors or in 11th grade or something. They don't look like it, but apparently they are. They're all in the same grade.
I love it. It's amazing.
Nah, but if we start from the games, then goddamn, how old is if we start from the games? Jesus Christ.
Wait, I think he's 19.
If you start from the game, 19?
In the new one.
He might. So he actually aged like 9 years.
He's visibly aged. Like, actually, he's grown in height. He looks older. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought he was probably like 16, but someone was chatting about it.
I thought I was already 16 in the beginning, but no, he's 10. He's a tall ass 10-year-old.
Who lets a 10? Yeah, he's a tall ass 10-year-old. Who lets a 10-year-old go roam the?
I can say that about everything. Yugi's parents didn't give a fuck about him. He's out here fighting people, almost dying because of a fucking card game. Fucking, like, who else? Dan and Bakugan, dude was like 11 and is never home, ever. What else? I get Blue Dragon. Dudes are like.
So they don't have an actual age for him, but they are saying it's between like 16 and 19 now.
Okay, so that actually makes sense. So they aged their character correctly, apparently.
Yeah, because he is actually, like, every series apparently they made him slightly taller, and that's kind of funny. They were aging him slightly.
But he never said anything. He's just like, I'm off to another city. I'm taking Pikachu with me.
Oh no, so in Orange League he was 12. Like, it was confirmed that he was 12 because they mentioned his name at one point.
So he's 12.
Okay, so they are aging him. So Johto League was 12 to 13, Hoenn League was 13, Battle Frontier 14, Sinnoh League 15, and then they're pretty much saying, like, in Best Wishes he's 16, and they're saying like XY series is set in late summer, so he's probably, yeah, between 16 and 18 I think they're going with. So I actually put all of the series together and mapped it out and found in a few of the series he had mentioned his age, and so they were aging him. But that's kind of funky.
Yeah,
I want to know who has this much time.
I don't know. People who do this for a living? I don't know. Yeah,
Also, there were censored episodes.
I've heard about those on countdowns and stuff. There's the pageant episode.
I mean, I had
There's the gun episode.
Oh yeah, because in America, for some reason, we're not allowed to show guns in children's shows.
There's like one more.
But they're allowed to carry them.
Oh yeah, the what is that Pokemon called? All I know is that it's the one that gave everybody seizures because they decided it would be a cool idea to flash red and blue on the screen for so damn long. Why would you do that?
It wasn't the first episode?
It was the Porygon episode.
Yeah, the Porygon episode.
That's what it is.
Why would you do that? That's dumb.
Because they didn't quite understand.
Red and blue though, really? Your eyes are just looking
so
at
the
red.
episode that was banned in the U.S. is, I mean, it was that one. But also, they banned... they banned a beach episode.
I think that's what I'm talking about. Cause like, the pageant episode, and then they gave James like fake boobs and shit.
No,
Not
that
that
one
one?
was normal.
That's normal?
I saw that one.
You saw that one. I haven't seen it aired
Well,
since.
I think the thing is, like, James and Jesse were always, like, being the opposite gender.
I don't know, man.
But this was, like, they banned this because they were at the beach, everyone was in bikinis, and that was too much.
I guess so. That's too much, but like giving. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say anything.
Welcome to the United States, where violence doesn't matter, but nudity is a big no-no.
And I'm not thinking about it. There's some violent shit that I've seen. Like I'm pretty much like the only kid. Like I was probably the only kid in kindergarten who didn't give a fuck about like Dora or like Blue's Clues and shit, or Caillou or whatever. But I was watching like Inuyasha fuck people up at 5 in the morning with like wind scars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else is talking about how Dora can't see anything and shit. I didn't give a fuck. I was just... I might have been the only kid that didn't like... Like, I've seen them, but I wasn't like... That wasn't my main source for like cartoons. Like, I didn't give a fuck. That and Dragon Ball Z. That's the only thing everybody watches, Dragon Ball Z. It's like they didn't have a choice.
I watched Dragon Ball Z.
They were like, I feel like that's mostly... Like, even anime haters watch Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's like they don't have a choice. Or they didn't know what anime was until later on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one thing I can get on people if they talk about how they hate anime. I'm like, have you seen Dragon Ball Z? Well, you know that counts. And then they shut up.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm watching this episode. He does have fake boobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like they just completely were like, yeah, you're gonna have boobs for this episode for this stupid trick to get Pokeballs. They do the dumbest shit to get Pokeballs.
I gotta tell you though, like they did a nice job.
I always thought James was like not a male for some reason. I just didn't think he was. Or they would just.
I mean, he's
just flip.
Yeah, he's male, but you know. He's the... I don't know.
I don't want to say the wrong thing. That's what I'm trying to...
Fighting gender norms since 1996.
See,
there you go.
You played it a good way. I was going to think of another way, but you played it a very good way. That's why I stopped talking.
Yeah. Seriously, I would go with like Jesse and James fighting gender norms since 1996. Because they have. And they're like, we're awesome. We're going to wear whatever the hell we want.
That and they do whatever they can to get these stupid Pokeballs that get taken anyway. I just find it crazy. They let a 10-year-old body them.
How have they not gotten fired?
I swear one of the other ones that were pretty damn close to getting fired.
Because they're incredibly talented.
They are talented, but they also are dumb enough to let...
Working for Looker and becoming the best assistants for him.
Like, why...
they're talented in everything except being criminal.
They suck, man. They had Pikachu so many times. And they let a 10-year-old climb some shit and just take him back. Or they just forget that the surroundings around them can help their enemy, which is just dumb shit. I always think about, like, is there really a true... I mean, there is true ways to catch Pikachu, but, like, the way they do it, it's, like, it's designed for them to fuck up. They have metal on the shit, so it electrocutes everything. They do it near water. They let Ash jump, like, 20 feet to catch onto a fucking arm. They don't take out, like, Misty or Brock before they, like... I don't know. I just feel like there's ways to do this. But it wouldn't make the show. I always say this, like, it doesn't matter because the show wouldn't last long enough if they actually stole him. Or
That's true.
either that or, like, how would the storyline change if they actually took him?
I don't know.
You'll never know unless you go on YouTube and look up what people think what the fuck would happen, because there's stuff for everything on there.
Mm-hmm. I will be right back. I think the UPS guy just came.
Charlie.